Hello my dear students. So today we'll start with the next topic, that is limits and derivatives. So what is limits? First we will do limits, then we will head up to our derivatives part. So what is limit? Okay, considering an example, I'll illustrate you. See, limit means what? Generally if it means limit means what? Giving some boundary, right? Like you're standing in a row. Suppose two students are standing in a row. Okay, the first person is there and you're the second person. So they have said you have to step forward by 1 centimeter or 1 meter. Okay, or with your what you tell, hand wise you take, right, shoulder level. Okay, you have to just move one step according to your shoulder level. So your limit is up to there, right? So in front of your person, now if you are moving 1 meter forward, then obviously front person also should move. So you can analyze, right? So how much his limit will be, like up to where limit he can go. Now till 1 meter you are moving, so obvious he should also move up to there, right? So that is nothing but called kind of a limit. Okay, you are giving some boundary, or there is some boundary, like up to there, how much is your limit? Like you are studying now, you know your limit, like how much percentage you can score. So that much only you'll push yourself, right? Suppose your limit is 50%, you can get 50%. So to get 50%, you will do it. Same with your person, with the friend who is there, you analyze it, right? How much the person's limit is, like how much percentage the friend can remove. So you know his limit too. So that is called limit, where you are placing some boundaries. So that is what only we'll be studying about. But how it is used? Now we will take an example. F of x is equal to x square minus 4 divided by x minus 2, where x is not equal to 2. Okay. Suppose if x is equal to 2, what you will get? F of 2, if I take in place of x, what I am placing? 2, right? So this becomes 2 square means 4 minus 4, 2 minus 2. So you are getting 0 by 0. See, this is separate, okay? When you are coming for limit, okay? So this is nothing but your indeterminate form. We call it as indeterminate form, where your numerator is also 0 divided by even your denominator is also 0. So we know we are getting indeterminate form, but still we want to know if it is not equal to 2, then what its value, right? If it is not exactly equal to 2, what its value? Suppose, okay, we are taking okay, I am just taking a table. See, exactly at 2 it is what? 0 by 0, 1.99, 1.98, 1.97. So same here, 2.01, 2.02, 2.03. What it will be, its values? This is your x, this is your f of x, right? Your x, f of x. So now we have to find the values to the emerging point of 2, okay, which is tending to 2. So how will find? See, here it is x square minus 4 by x minus 2. See now it is in square. So if we put finding square and all, it will be too much, right? So we'll try to simplify it. How will simplify? Here and I'll do. So this is, we can factorize, right? So it is a square minus b square form. A square minus b square is what? A minus b, a plus b. A plus b. So here my x minus 2 get cancels off, so you will get x plus 2. So now easily I can find out, right? For each point your f of x, I'll get it. So see, when you are finding the nearby points of 2, what all we are getting? 3.99, 3.98, 3.97, 4.0, 4.02, 4.03. Okay. When it is at 2, how you'll get? You'll get 4. Okay. Your f of x, you'll get 4. So now we have got here 0. Here we are checking for limit, right? We want to know what is limit. So we are doing all these things. Yes. Now see here, when you are approaching from the negative side, when you are approaching from your left hand side, you can see left hand side, what are you getting? At 2, you are approaching towards what? 4. add 2, right? And same when you are approaching towards right hand side, so say you are getting 4. So you can see when x is approaching from your left hand side, when we were approaching x value towards 2, f of x was approaching to what? 4 from your left hand side. The same way when we are approaching x from right hand side to 2, f of x was approaching for what? 4, right? Right? From here we had got direct value, but here we are finding nearby points. We wanted to know value of your limit, right? What is our limit? We wanted to understand how it works. So like this. Now we'll see what is a limit. Okay, see, when x tends towards 2, this arrow makes tends, okay, tend towards, or you can tell approaching, okay, tend towards or tend towards or tend to, you call it like this, okay. In your limit language we write it like this mathematically. When x tends to 2 from your left hand side, when you are indicating left hand side, even this I'll tell you, left hand side, right hand side, how they indicate it, we put here minus, okay, which means left hand side, we call left hand side. In short it is called as LHL, okay. When your x is approaching to left hand side, your f of x is what? Yes, when your x is tending towards to left hand side, which then your f of x approaches or tends to where? 4, right? Approaches to 4. So how I can write it? When x is tending towards to left hand side, your f of x is equal to 4. So this in limit form or in mathematically how we will write, okay, we'll write it as symbolically how we'll write, as x tends to left hand side, f of x is equal to what? 4. So how we will write this thing is limit f of x, as your x tending to 2 but left hand side, f it is equal to 4. What does this mean? Mean is same, your exact value at 2, it's not exactly, but when you're approaching towards 2, then your value is 4, you're getting 4, which means your x, it is not exact at 2. As you can see, so many points we have taken before that. So it is approaching towards 2, you will get 4. When you are approaching towards 2, you are getting 4. In the same way, say right hand side, when you are coming from right hand side, this will be a limiting value. When your x is approaching towards 2 left hand side, your f of x is approaching to 4, and this will be a limiting value. Means beyond this again it doesn't go. That is what called your limit. Means beyond your 4 again it doesn't move only. Same from your right hand side, how we tell, as x tends towards 2 but from right hand side, okay, this is called right. And for right hand side, how we give superscript or this plus right hand side, so this is called as RHL. Then your f of x approaches, your f of x approaches to what? 4, right? So how we'll write? When x tends to 2 plus, I mean that is 2, right hand side, your f of x approaches to 4. So symbolically how we write? As x tends to 2, right hand side, f of x is equal to 4. So in a limit form, how it will be? Limit f of x, as x tends towards 2 but putting plus, which means right towards right hand side, it is f of x, you get 4. So you can see your f, when x is approaching towards 2, when x is approaching towards 2, your f of x is approaching to 4. Okay, this is what called as limit. Limit is like what, you know, you are tending towards, means exactly you are not finding the value, you are finding its nearby points too, okay, nearby points of your before 2 and after 2. That is what limit plays the role. So in general, see, when your right hand and your left hand, it coincide, okay, in general how we call it, as x tends to a, f of x tends to l. In general we are telling, okay, we take it as a, we take it as l. Then L is called limit of the function f of x, which is symbolically written as limit f of x as x tends to a is equal to L. This is as your limit definition. This we call as limit definition. Should remember what does your limit means. Okay, in general we take it as a and L. Okay, I hope I am clear for you what your limit means. Okay, what we did here, this was your our informal approach, right? It was informal approach. Here we did limit. Why? Because we wanted to know the exact values. Okay, we wanted to know the values of it. So we did our left hand side, we did our right hand side. Okay, I'm clear for you what is even left hand, right hand means. It is approaching. Limit is not just giving a kind of bound up to there only. Beyond that again it doesn't exceed. So the same way limit plays that role. So whenever you are doing some problems, if there you tell find the limit of this, so you have to go in such a way. In for some functions we can go our left hand side, we can go for right hand side, depending. For the sum directly we'll apply just normal, we'll apply our limit. That's it. Okay, means in general if you take for this function only, how it will be, limit f of x as x tends to 2, means as x is approaching towards 2, your f of x, what you are getting, 4. In general of this, see, left hand side if you take, left hand side 4, right hand side 4, means your left hand right hand they are coinciding. So in general how you write, limit f of x as your x tends to 2, normal, and the x tends to 2, your f of x is tending towards 4, like this we write. So in general you have written it like, please note it down. Note, this is very important. This is all basic, I have explained you, but better you note it down. Introduction, it will be good for you. So as you see in your previous, we had got our left hand limit and right hand limit same. So we had got a common value. Okay. Now you see one more question I'll take. Okay, your question it is f of x 1. Okay, the value is 1 when your x is less than or equal to 0. Okay, and x value, f of x value is 2 when x is greater than 0. See, when like this they have given, which means what, f of x value is 1 when your x is less than equal to 0 and 2 when x is greater than 0. We'll see, we'll draw in a graph and show you. Okay, okay, we'll take a graph. We'll see. Now here it is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I take here, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay. So now what they are telling, f of x value is 1 when it is less than equal to 0. Less than equal to 0 means it comes here. So I can draw like this line, this point, and I'll take a naught. Why not? Because less than equal to, at that point they are telling, and it is 2 when it is greater than 0, which means I am just taking it as a whole and a line, right? Your y is equal to, which is your f of x. Okay, this is your f of x only now, y is equal to f of x line. So when it is less than equal to 0, it is 1, and when it is greater than 0, it is 2, which means with what? If limit I write, limit f of x as x tends to left hand side 0 minus raised to minus, right? It is what? 1. It is telling the same, right? And limit f of x as x tends to 0 plus right hand side, its value is what? 2. Now here you see your LHL, your left hand limit and your right hand limit, it's not equal. This I wanted to show you. Now here previously what you did, you may ask, now only once direct we can apply common limit, or sometimes you'll tell on left hand limit is enough. Why do we want to find a right hand limit? Because at the end we'll get the same answer, right? for every problem you won't get common value. Like in your previous, now you saw 4, you had got the common value 4 for your left hand and your right hand. In this part, see, your left hand limit and your right hand limit is not equal, right? This is not equal. So in this case, what it will be, limit does not exist, we write. Limit does not exist, even though it is defined. It is defined at x is equal to 0, which means you are getting the value, it is defined, but limit doesn't exist. Why? Because your left hand and your right hand is not equal. If your left hand and your right hand is equal, then you will get a common value like f of a. Like suppose in this only, previously you had done limit f of x as your x tends to left hand, limit f of x as it tends to right hand, you had got common value, that is 4. So like this, if you get, you can tell limit exists. It exists and it is defined too. It is defined and it exists. In this case, when they are not equal, it is limit does not exist. Okay, limit means that we are just finding the value. In this case, what we have done, of which numbers we cannot find the value, that time only we are using limit. So limit is just like we are approaching, we are trying to find what the value we get for that particular point. I hope this is clear for you, what we are trying to tell. Okay, this we wanted to explain you. Now one more point. Okay, one more point. Now we have to find your LHL. Now we have to find LHL, that is what, limit f of x as x tends to a minus is what, right? This means what? Here it is a, your left hand means a minus, from left hand side it is approaching towards a, right? Approaching means any value it can be. So whenever you have now a minus, we'll take h. It is a very small number. We consider h is very small number. That is, which means what? H is tending towards 0. Okay, h is tending towards 0 means h is some small number that is tending towards 0. Very small quantity we take it, very small number. So your a, in place of a will be replaced by a minus h. A minus h means what is your a value? You are subtracting very minute. Suppose it is 0, 0, 0 minus 1, 0.01 it is. Consider 0.01. So with the a minus 0. You will get some or the other number before a, right? Some or the other point you will get only. So you will be finding that, you will be finding the limiting. So whenever you are finding LHL, how you will find? Say limit this x tending to a, it will change to h tending to 0, and your x will be taken by a minus h. Okay, a minus h, and you will get your I'll write something, f of a, you will get the value like this. Okay, whenever you're finding left hand limit and your right hand limit, you go in such a way. Same in your RHL, how it will be, f of x as your x tends to a plus. In this also same, right? Your a is here and you're approaching from your right side. Before your approaching points, limiting value, you're finding it out. So we take as your h tends to h value, we take that, we take a plus h, right? Means before this, after your a value, so a plus h, you will get some point, 0, 0 plus 1, you add it. So you will get some other, after your a only you will get 1 point. So you will find the limiting point that. So how you get it? I'll write here only, limit as your h tends to 0, f of, in place it is replaced as a plus h, then you will get the value. So RHL and LHL is find out like this. Okay, this is very useful in your PUC second year, so it will be very much useful. So limit part, this topic is very much useful because you will be having continuity, you will be having differentiability based on your limits and derivatives only. So please remember this all part, your left hand limit, your right hand limit, what is your limit, okay, everything. This is what basically a left hand limit. And see here, if you can see, we have not applied here some negative or positive number. Directly we have like h approach to 0, h tends to 0, how general limit values we write. Okay, by this you can understand it is your left hand, like a minus h, a plus h, left hand limit, right hand limit. Whenever you are telling LHL means you have to go in such a way, LHL a minus h and RHL a plus h, when you have to find it. We will take a illustration. Consider a function, okay, f of x equal to x plus 10 they have said. Find the limit, okay, at x is equal to 5 they are telling. Means what? In short, what they are asking us, limit f of x as x tends to 5, its value they are asking us. So, to find the value, first we should see whether it exists or no, okay. Does it exist or no? We have to check, right? Limit, if limit exists only, then only we can find the value, right, as previously you saw. So, to check the existence, how we have to go for LHL and RHL, right. So, LHL, I am just showing it how LHL works. See, for every time, for every functions, we won't go LHL, RHL, only for few problems will apply our LHL and RHL. You will be knowing where and how. Okay. So, now LHL is there. How we go? Limit f of x. When it is LHL x, they have given what? 5. So, how it will be? LHL means x tends to 5 minus. And LHL, how we have to do? What you have to use? This is your first step, means second step you have to go. I will write here only, okay. You have to write next step, you can write here. Limit, as your h tends to 0, f of x will be replaced by what? 5 minus h, right? 5 minus h. And your f of 5 minus h, from where you will get? From here. See, your f of x is x plus 10. So, f of 5 minus h will be what? Limit 5 minus h plus 10. Your f of x is this, means your f of 5 minus h means x is replaced by 5 minus h, right. So, this term will come here, 5 minus h plus 10, as your h tends to 0. Now, your h tending to 0 means we will put our h value as what? 0. So, 5 plus 10 will be 15. So, LHL value you are getting 15. In the same way, we will find for RHL. Please note it down. So, in the same way, we will go for RHL. RHL, how it will be? Limit f of x as x tends to 5 plus, right? 5 plus. So, when it is 5 plus means how it will be? X will be replaced by 5 plus h, as your h tends to 0, right. So, it is 5 plus h means how it will be? Limit 5 plus h plus 10, as your h tends to 0. So, h tends to 0 means h value we have to put h value what? As your 0. So, your answer will be 15. So, your RHL also you are getting 15. So, as you can see, your limit f of x as your x tends to LHL and limit f of x as your x tends to RHL, you are getting 15. So, when LHL your RHL is equal, you are getting a common value, which means your limit exists, right. And when it exists means limit value will be what? Limit f of x as your x approaches to 5, its value is 15. So, this one I wanted to explain you how we apply our LHL and RHL. Okay, when they are telling you existence, you have to go for LHL, you have to go for RHL, then you will come to know your limit also. Okay, for every problem we are not going like this LHL, RHL. For few problems we are going. It's not like you can't go, you can go for each problem. If you want to carry just one step, like how you have to do limits, means if you want to do only like this, you can go for that. If you understand it perfectly, you can understand it properly, then directly you can go it. Okay, this I wanted to explain you what is limit, how we proceed it, how we approach it, and how your LHL, RHL works. This is very important topic. It is also used in your PUC second year. So, please go through it and maintain your notes. So, today we will wind up the class. We will take our next part of this on the limits explanation in the next class. Okay, thank you students.